Welcome to Kansas City Chiefs Today. Can the Chiefs repeat as Super Bowl champs without Tyreek Hill? In this 17-minute breakdown, we're diving deep into the seismic Tyreek Hill trade that shocked the NFL, analyzing its massive impact on the Chiefs' offense. We'll explore the new-look receiving core. Can Kadarius Toney, Skyy Moore, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling fill Hill's shoes? You'll see how Andy Reid's creative play calling and Patrick Mahomes' unmatched adaptability keep Kansas City elite. We'll also break down the revamped offensive scheme, Mahomes' leadership, and the Chiefs' path to another title. Will they dominate the AFC West and hoist the Lombardi again? Stick around for our bold prediction on their 2025 record and repeat chances. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's kick this off with some electrifying Chiefs highlights. Let's rewind to March 2022, when the Kansas City Chiefs sent shockwaves through the NFL. Tyreek Hill, the electrifying wide receiver, was traded to the Miami Dolphins in a blockbuster deal. The Chiefs sent Hill packing for a haul, a 2022 first-round pick, a second-round pick, 2 fourth-round picks, and a 2023 sixth-round pick. This wasn't just a trade, it was a seismic shift for a team gunning for another Super Bowl. Hill, a 6-time Pro Bowler, was Patrick Mahomes' favorite deep threat, and his departure left fans and analysts stunned. The trade happened during the offseason, just as Kansas City was gearing up to defend their AFC dominance. Why did it happen? Contract disputes and cap space played a role, but the move signaled a bold new direction for the Chiefs' offense. Let's dive into what made Hill so special. Tyreek Hill wasn't just a receiver, he was a game-changer. In 6 seasons with the Chiefs, he racked up 479 catches, 6,630 yards, and 56 touchdowns, averaging a blazing 13.8 yards per catch. His speed, clocked at 4.29 seconds in the 40-yard dash, made him a nightmare for defenses. Hill's ability to stretch the field opened up the Chiefs' offense, forcing safeties to play deep and creating space for Travis Kelce and others. Beyond stats, his quickness in open space and knack for yards after the catch were unmatched. Hill's unique skill set wasn't just about raw speed. He ran crisp routes and had a telepathic connection with Mahomes. Losing him meant losing a player who could turn a 5-yard slant into a 50-yard touchdown. The question became, could Kansas City's offense still strike fear without its fastest weapon? Let's look at how the NFL reacted. When Tyreek Hill was traded, Chiefs Kingdom erupted. Social media exploded with disbelief. Posts on X called it the end of an era and questioned if the Chiefs could survive without their star. Fans mourned losing Hill's highlight reel plays, with some fearing Patrick Mahomes would struggle without his top target. Others trusted Andy Reid and Mahomes to adapt, citing their track record. The media was just as divided. ESPN analysts debated whether the Chiefs' dynasty was at risk, while local Kansas City outlets rallied behind the team's resilience. National pundits scrutinized the trade haul, praising the Chiefs' front office for securing draft capital but doubting the offense's firepower. The immediate question was clear. Who could replace Hill's production? Fans and experts alike turned their eyes to the new receiving core, wondering if Kansas City could maintain its explosive identity. Let's meet the players tasked with filling the void. Enter Kadarius Toney, a former first-round pick acquired by the Chiefs in 2022. Toney's got the tools to dazzle, elite agility, quick cuts, and open-field elusiveness that echo Hill's playmaking. In 2024, he showed flashes, hauling in 38 catches for 420 yards and 3 scores, but injuries have been his kryptonite. Hamstring and ankle issues limited his snaps, frustrating fans craving consistency. When healthy, Toney's a mismatch nightmare, capable of turning short passes into big gains. Andy Reid loves his versatility, using him in jet sweeps and gadget plays. However, Toney's got to stay on the field to truly replace Hill's impact. His fit in the offense hinges on refining his route running and building chemistry with Mahomes. If Toney can overcome his injury history, he could be a breakout star in 2025. Next, let's talk about another young receiver with big potential, Skyy Moore. Skyy Moore, a 2022 second-round pick, is another piece of the Chiefs' post-Hill puzzle. In his 3rd season in 2024, Moore showed promise, grabbing 45 receptions for 550 yards and 4 touchdowns. His quickness and reliable hands make him a candidate to fill some of Hill's role, particularly on slants and intermediate routes. Moore's not as fast as Hill, but his ability to get open in tight coverage is a weapon. Andy Reid's been grooming him for a bigger role, and 2025 could be his breakout year. Moore's chemistry with Mahomes is growing, and his work ethic has earned praise from coaches. The challenge: stepping up against top-tier cornerbacks and handling increased targets. If Moore can elevate his game, he'll help stretch defenses and keep the Chiefs' passing attack dynamic. Let's move on to the veteran in the group, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, or MVS, brings veteran savvy to the Chiefs' receiving corps. Signed in 2022, he's the deep threat tasked with stretching the field, a role Hill mastered. In 2024, MVS recorded 32 catches for 480 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging a solid 15 yards per catch. His 4.4-second 40-yard speed isn't Hill level, but it's enough to keep safeties honest. MVS's role is clear: take the top off defenses, creating space for Kelce and the younger receivers. His experience in big games, including a Super Bowl run with Green Bay, adds stability to a young group. However, drops have been an issue, and he'll need to be more consistent in 2025. With Mahomes' trust, MVS can be a reliable weapon, especially on play-action bombs. Now, let's see how the Chiefs' offensive scheme is evolving without Hill. Without Tyreek Hill's deep threat, the Chiefs have leaned harder on their run game to keep defenses guessing. Isaiah Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire form a dynamic backfield duo. Pacheco, the bruising runner, racked up 1,050 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2024, powering through tackles with relentless energy. Edwards-Helaire, the shifty complement, added 600 yards and 4 scores, excelling in the passing game. Andy Reid's adjusted the playbook to feature more zone runs and play action, using the run to set up the pass. This approach controls the clock and wears down defenses, creating opportunities for big plays. The offensive line, anchored by Creed Humphrey, has been key, opening lanes for Pacheco's explosive bursts. By emphasizing the ground game, the Chiefs reduce the pressure on their new receivers to replicate Hill's production. Next, let's explore how the passing game has shifted to shorter routes. Tyreek Hill's departure forced the Chiefs to rethink their passing attack. With defenses no longer stretched thin by Hill's speed, Andy Reid's dialed up shorter, high-percentage throws. Travis Kelce remains the centerpiece, hauling in 90 catches for 950 yards in 2024 despite tighter coverage. His veteran savvy and chemistry with Mahomes make him unstoppable on third downs. Noah Gray, the emerging TE2, stepped up with 35 receptions for 400 yards, offering a reliable safety valve. The Chiefs now exploit the middle of the field, using crossing routes and tight end screens to counter aggressive defenses. This shift demands precise timing from Mahomes, who's adapted by reading coverages faster. The result: a more methodical passing game that still delivers when it counts. This approach keeps drives alive and sets up the run game. Let's dive into how Andy Reid's creativity ties it all together. Andy Reid's a mastermind, and losing Tyreek Hill only sharpened his play-calling genius. Known for his innovative schemes, Reid's adapted by maximizing his new personnel. In 2024, he dialed up misdirection plays, jet sweeps for Toney, and screen passes to exploit athletic defenders. Reid's also leaned on pre-snap motion to confuse defenses, creating mismatches for Kelce and Moore. His play designs keep Mahomes comfortable, blending quick throws with occasional deep shots to MVS. Reid's ability to disguise plays, like using Pacheco in the passing game, keeps opponents off balance. The Chiefs' 2024 offense averaged 28 points per game, proving Reid's adjustments work. His knack for evolving the playbook ensures the Chiefs remain unpredictable, even without Hill's speed. This creativity is why Kansas City stays a step ahead. Now, let's talk about the man under center, Patrick Mahomes, and his role in this transition. Patrick Mahomes is the Chiefs' heartbeat, and his adaptability has been crucial post-Hill. In 2024, he threw for 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, and just 10 picks, proving he can thrive with any supporting cast. Without Hill's deep threat, Mahomes honed his short game precision, hitting Kelce and Moore in stride. His ability to extend plays, scrambling for 500 yards and 4 scores, keeps defenses guessing. Mahomes' arm talent lets him make every throw, from no-look passes to 50-yard bombs to MVS. He's also adjusted to tighter windows, reading defenses faster to exploit mismatches. Off the field, Mahomes studies film relentlessly, ensuring he's in sync with his new receivers. His versatility makes Reid's schemes click, turning potential weaknesses into strengths. Losing Hill was a blow, but Mahomes' brilliance ensures the Chiefs' offense remains elite. Let's explore his trust in his new weapons. Patrick Mahomes' trust in his receivers is the glue holding the Chiefs' offense together. Despite losing Tyreek Hill, Mahomes never flinched. In 2024, he built chemistry with Kadarius Toney, Skyy Moore, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling through extra reps and film sessions. He's vocal about their potential, praising Toney's elusiveness and Moore's growth. Mahomes' confidence shines in clutch moments. Think game-winning drives where he targets MVS deep or finds Kelce in traffic. His trust extends to the run game, handing off to Pacheco with faith in the offensive line. Mahomes' ability to elevate his teammates is unmatched. He makes average throws look spectacular. Even when drops or injuries hit, he stays calm, rallying the group. This trust fosters a fearless mindset, crucial for replacing Hill's production. Mahomes' belief in his squad sets the tone. Next, let's talk about his leadership and the Chiefs' mindset. Patrick Mahomes isn't just a quarterback, he's the Chiefs' leader. His Chiefs' way mentality, grit, belief, and relentless drive defines the team's response to losing Tyreek Hill. In 2024, Mahomes set the tone in the locker room, rallying players like Toney and Moore to step up. His work ethic, from early morning film sessions to late-night throwing drills, inspires teammates. On the field, Mahomes' poise under pressure, like his 2024 comeback against Buffalo, shows his squad they can overcome anything. Off the field, he's a vocal leader, mentoring young receivers and keeping morale high. The Chiefs' determination to prove doubters wrong stems from Mahomes' refusal to dwell on Hill's absence. This mindset, paired with Andy Reid's coaching, fuels their championship hunger. Kansas City's culture of resilience ensures they're never out of the fight. Let's look at the AFC West competition they'll face. The AFC West is a gauntlet, and the Los Angeles Chargers are a major threat. Led by Justin Herbert, the Chargers boasted a top 10 offense in 2024, averaging 27 points per game. Their receiving duo of Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnston stretches defenses, while Austin Ekeler's versatility keeps drives alive. Defensively, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack form a fierce pass rush, challenging the Chiefs' offensive line. The Chargers split their 2024 matchups with Kansas City, proving they can hang. To repeat, the Chiefs must neutralize Herbert's deep ball and exploit LA's inconsistent secondary. Andy Reid's play calling will be key to outsmarting Brandon Staley's schemes. With both teams vying for the division crown, these games will be must-watch. The Chiefs' ability to handle the Chargers' firepower will shape their 2025 path. Next, let's check out the Denver Broncos and their challenge. The Denver Broncos and Las Vegas Raiders round out the AFC West's challenges. Denver, under Sean Payton, found stability with Bo Nix in 2024, finishing 9-8. Nix's mobility and Courtland Sutton's big play ability test the Chiefs' defense, but Denver's run game remains inconsistent. The Chiefs swept the Broncos in 2024, but Payton's scheming makes them dangerous. The Raiders, meanwhile, are a wild card. Their 2024 season was rocky, with quarterback issues and a 6-11 record. Davante Adams is a nightmare matchup, but their defense struggles against Mahomes' quick reads. Kansas City dominated Vegas last year, but new coach Antonio Pierce could spark a turnaround. The Chiefs' depth and coaching give them an edge, but divisional games are never easy. Winning the West means handling these rivals' best shots. Let's wrap up with the Chiefs' potential and a bold prediction. Despite losing Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs remain a juggernaut. Their 2024 season, 12-5 and a deep playoff run, proved their resilience. Patrick Mahomes, the NFL's best quarterback, elevates a talented roster. Travis Kelce's still a top tight end, and Isaiah Pacheco's emergence adds balance. The receiving core of Toney, Moore, and MVS has untapped potential, and Andy Reid's play calling keeps defenses guessing. The offensive line, led by Creed Humphrey, is a strength, protecting Mahomes and paving the way for the run game. Defensively, Chris Jones and Trent McDuffie anchor a unit that thrives in big moments. Coaching and culture give Kansas City an edge over most AFC foes. While the Hill trade stung, the Chiefs' talent and adaptability make them contenders. They're not just surviving without Hill, they're thriving. Let's close with a prediction for their 2025 season and repeat chances. So, can the Chiefs repeat in 2025? Here's our bold prediction. Kansas City will finish the regular season 13-4, winning the AFC West for the 10th straight year. Patrick Mahomes will throw for 4,600 yards and 38 touchdowns, earning another MVP nod. The offense, fueled by Reid's creativity and Pacheco's ground game, will average 29 points per game. Toney and Moore will combine for 1,500 receiving yards, proving the receiving core's depth. Defensively, the Chiefs will hold opponents to 20 points per game, led by Jones' dominance. In the playoffs, they'll navigate a tough AFC, beating Buffalo in the divisional round and Baltimore in the championship. In Super Bowl 60, they'll face the Eagles and win 34-27, securing their third straight title. The Chiefs' talent, coaching, and Mahomes' magic make a repeat not just possible, but likely. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Chiefs content.